The world turned white in a single breath. Silence falling on the frozen heath. We're sitting by the window, hand in hand, watching the magic cover up the land. The streetlights glow like amber in the haze. A million diamonds for our steady gaze. You lean your head upon my woolen vest. In this winter quiet, I am truly blessed. The fire is crackling in the brick-lined hearth. The greatest comfort on the spinning earth. Watching the first snow fall together, safe and sound from the freezing weather. At 70 beats, the flakes go drifting by, reflecting the peace inside your heart. A winter dream for two. Stay warm right here with me. Let it snow.
The sky is heavy with a secret tonight. Before the world is turned to a frozen white, we're standing on the porch in the chilly air, watching the magic falling everywhere. It's the first time you've ever seen the snow. Watch how the amber streetlights softly glow. You reach out a hand to catch a falling star, and I realize just how lucky we are. The city is muffled in a velvet shroud, hiding the noise of the angry crowd. Every rooftop is a mountain ablaze in this beautiful and silent place. You're laughing like a child, spinning around, watching the flakes touch the frozen ground. Your breath is a cloud in the midnight blue. I've never seen anything as pure as you. The world has stopped, the wind has died, with nowhere left for us to hide. In the first white silence of the year, I'm holding on to everything I hold dear. At 70 beats, the snowflakes fall, glittering frame and whisper the softer sound of your name. We'll leave our footprints in the pristine white, a map of our journey through the night. Only you and I. Little velvet curtain in the arcade hall, a pocket full of tokens and a sudden call. We squeeze onto the bench, it is a tight embrace. We only have a minute to prepare a face. You put a silly pair of glasses on your nose. I try to strike a very serious classic pose. The automated voice begins to count it down, the happiest little corner in the entire town. Four flashes of behind the heavy drape, a beautiful moment we managed to capture and shape. Laughing out loud inside the photo booth, a little piece of paper and a lot of truth. At 70 beats, the flash goes off in the dark, catching the fire of our endless spark.
A kiss on the final frame.
We step outside and wait for the machine to print, watching the colors developing their rosy tint. A strip of 4 pictures sliding from the slide, a tiny little treasure of the love we got.
The first one is funny, the second is sweet, the third one is blurry
From moon second more. Your dress is moving in the midnight breeze, like the silver leaves upon the willow trees. I pull you closer, feel your heart beat fast. A beautiful moment that was meant to last. The radio's playing something slow, the kind of rhythm that we used to know. We're spinning in a circle, round and round, above the noise and the city sound. The stars are watching from the galaxy, a private show for only you and me. Dancing on the edge of the sky at night, wrapped inside a world of magic light. At 70 beats we're floating away in a dream that lasts beyond the day. Swaying in the silver glow, I hold you steady as the world turns round, keeping our feet above the solid ground. The skyscrapers are watching us with pride, with absolutely nothing left to hide. When the morning sun begins to rise and the stars are fading from the morning skies, I remember how we danced among the blue on the highest rooftop, just me and you. Dancing on the edge of the sky tonight, wrapped inside a world of magic light. At 70 beats we're floating away in a dream that lasts beyond the day. Don't look down, just look at the moon, still dancing. The terminal is buzzing, people rushing by. I'm watching every airplane dropping from the sky. I hold a little sign with your familiar name. Without you here beside me, nothing is the same. The coffee in my paper cup has gone so cold, but I have got a beautiful promise left to hold. I check the ticking clock upon the glowing wall, just waiting for the sweetest moment of them all. doors open, my breath catches deep. The end of the lonely promises I keep. Standing right here at the arrival gate, realizing you were so worth the wait. At 70 beats, I see your face in the crowd. I wanna call your name out so completely loud. Welcome home, my love. You drop your heavy luggage right upon the floor and run into my arms like you have done before. A tear of happy relief falling on my cheek. The language of the heart that we don't need to speak. I hated every second you were far away, but holding you right now makes up for every day. No distance and no ocean, no border and no sea could ever take your beautiful spirit away from me. Standing right here at the arrival gate, realizing you were so worth the wait. At 70 beats, I see your face in the crowd. I wanna call your name out so completely loud. Hold me tight, never leave again, safe in my arms. The lobby is empty, the popcorn is cold. A classic romance is about to unfold. We're the only ones sitting in the velvet red, with a million secrets waiting to be said. The lights go down and the screen comes alive. In this flickering magic, our hearts survive. I reach for your hand in the darkened space and see the silver light upon your face. The actors are dancing in black and white while we are hiding from the Friday light. A story of lovers from a long time ago, but they don't have the fire that we both know. The scent of your perfume is sweet and rare, floating so softly through the cool dim air. I don't need the movie to see a star, because my universe is right where you are. wishing the magic wasn't already gone. I'll walk you out to the city street with the rhythm of the movie in our feet. A technicolor feeling in a world of gray. I'll keep this memory for a rainy day. The screen goes dark, but we're still glowing, just you and me.
The echoes of the voices have finally died. Nothing left to say, and nothing left to hide. The air is heavy with the weight of the words. Now only the sound of the silence is heard. Sitting on the edge of the kitchen chair, trying to find the love that's still hidden there. I reach across the table and touch your sleeve, begging your heart to stay and not to leave. The tea is cold in the porcelain cup. I'm waiting for you finally look up, to see the regret in the lines of my face, and find a way back to this quiet place. The storm was loud and the wind was cold, but we have a promise that's yet to be told. I'm sorry for the things I shouldn't have said. Let's put the ghost of the anger to bed. The dust is settling on the wooden floor. I don't want to fight with you anymore. In the quiet peace after the storm, keeping our broken spirit safe and warm. At 70 beats, the healing starts to grow. A deeper love than we could ever know. Oh, rebuilding what we had. Take my hand and you give it a squeeze, bringing me down to my very knees. A single tear is falling down your cheek. the only answer that I need to see. We'll mend the cracks and we'll heal the scars underneath the light of the evening stars. It takes a little rain to make the roses bloom. Let's chase the shadows out of the room. I'm so sorry. I love you. Cold is pressing on the wall, silence echoing throughout the hall. The windows clouded in a misty white, hiding away the fading of the night. You're still asleep beneath the heavy quilt, a world of peace without a trace of guilt. I walk towards the glass and take a stand, tracing a heart with my shivering hand. I write your name in a cursive line, then right beside it I am drawing mine. The condensation starts to drip and run, like silver tears before the morning sun. Through the letters I can see the street where the shadows and the lamplights meet, a secret message in the hazy glow that only you and I will ever know. The world outside is frozen and gray, but inside here the warmth is here to stay. Written on the foggy glass of home, a love that never feels the need to roam. At 70 beats, our names are intertwined, the sweetest vision that I'll ever find. Oh, tracing our life in the mist. You wake up slowly, rubbing at your eyes, and see my little quiet frosted surprise. smile at me and add a little star, reminding me of just how bright you are. We watch the ice begin to melt away as we face the challenges of the day. But even when the window's clear and bright, the warmth of this moment stays inside. Let the fog fade, I'll still be here, just you and me. The smell of old paper and the dust in the air. I'm watching the raindrops caught in your hair. We're hiding in the back of the second-hand shop, waiting for the heavy summer thunder to stop. You're holding a classic with a faded gold spine, reading out loud every beautiful line. The world is a blur through the window pane while we're safely sheltered from the pouring rain. The clock on the wall is 100 years old, telling the stories that never grow cold. You find a pressed flower in chapter 13, a ghost of a lover that's never been seen. I lean on the shelf and I look at your face, the only bright light in this dim, quiet place. No need for a compass, no need for a map, when I see the world resting here in your lap. The thunder is distant, the lighting is pale, like a beautiful ship with a shimmering sail. We're turning the pages in the falling rain, forgetting the sorrow and healing the pain. At 70 beats, our hearts softly sway in the aisles of the books where the memories stay. Lost in the stories of old. The shopkeeper's cat is asleep on the rug. I pull you closer for a warm, quiet hug. The tea in our cups is beginning to steam like a cozy vision from a midsummer dream. We talk about poets and we talk about stars, far from the noise of the siren little corner is all that we need, a beautiful life that we finally lead. Stories to finish tonight. Through every chapter and every new line, I'm so incredibly glad that you're mine. We're turning the pages in the falling rain, forgetting the sorrow and healing the pain. It's 70 beats, in the aisles of the books where the memories stay. We're turning the pages in the falling rain, forgetting the sorrow and healing the pain. At 70 beats, our hearts softly sway in the aisles of the books where the memories stay. The rain is slowing. Close the book now, just you and me. I'm writing down a letter for the time to come, when our gray hairs start to be the song of all the winters and the springs we've shared, of all the times we showed how much we cared. I hope we're still sitting on this very porch, still carrying the fire of our loving torch. I hope your laughter still sounds just the same, and you still smile when you hear my name. The years may fly and the world may change its face, but I'll still be right here in your embrace. 10 years from now, I love you even more.
sky turned gray in the middle of the day, chasing all the golden sunlight away. But we're right here, tucked inside the room, safe from the thunder and the sudden gloom. I put the kettle on the silver stove, thinking of the beautiful treasure grove of memories we've gathered through the years, washing away all our hidden fears. The jasmine tea steaming in the cup, I'm waiting for the clouds to finally open up. But secretly, I hope the rain will stay and keep the busy, noisy world at bay. You're reading poetry upon the rug, wrapped inside a woolen quiet hug. The windows are blurring with the summer heat, making this moment feel so bittersweet. The lightning flashes far across the park, leaving us alone inside the cozy dark, listening to the summer rain fall down. The only quiet people in this busy town. At 70 beats, the rhythm is so sweet. In this little haven where our spirits meet, sipping on a rainy dream. I'll pour another cup and sit by your side, with absolutely nowhere left for us to hide. We'll watch the raindrops race across the glass, watching the quiet, peaceful minutes pass. Tomorrow the sun will surely shine again, but tonight I'm thankful for the falling rain, because it brought us closer than before, right here on our quiet parlor floor. Listening to the summer rain fall down. The only quiet people in this busy town. At 70 beats, the rhythm is so sweet. In this little haven where our spirits meet. Let it rain all night, tea is getting warm, just you and me. A thousand pieces scattered on the floor. The rain is drumming on the patio door. A picture of a castle or a mountain blue, something to build while I'm here with you. You find a corner, I find a sky, watching the quiet afternoon go by. The kettle is whistling a soft little song. In this quiet room we truly belong. Here is a bridge, you say with a grin, and here is the place where the trees begin. Our fingers are searching through the cardboard sea, building a vision of how it should be. The lightning is flashing behind the blind, but we have a peaceful state of mind. Slowly the colors start to align into a beautiful, perfect design. The thunder is low, the shadows are long, our quiet love is steady and strong. Building a world up piece by piece, where all the heavy city noises cease. At 70 beats, the picture is clear. Everything I need is right here. Fitting together so well. We're almost finished, just a few left to go. The afternoon light is beginning to grow low. One final piece for the top of the hill, and suddenly the entire room is still. We stand back and look at the work of our hands, a beautiful kingdom of peaceful lands. Just like our love, it was built with care. A million memories we get to share. Right here, the rain is slowing, the picture is done. Stay here with me. Bus is humming on the rainy road, carrying its tired midnight load. We're sitting in the back, the very last row, watching the city lights begin to glow.
take the left one, you take the right, connecting us inside the lonely night. A wire between us, a silver thread, while all the people around us have gone to bed. The window's cold against your sleepy face. We're moving through time, moving through space. The street lights flicker like a movie reel. I can't describe exactly how I feel. The classic ballad starts to play so low, the kind of melody from long ago. You lean your head up on my shoulder bone. In this crowded bus we are all alone. The driver's silent, the world is a blur. I'm falling for you, that's for sure. Sharing just one set of headphones tonight, floating through the neon and the light. At 70 beats, our favorite song plays slow. The only direction I want us to go. I feel the music pulsing in my ear, but it's your breathing that I wanna hear. The way you hum along to the refrain, chasing away the shadows and the rain. We don't need words to understand the beat. The feeling is heavy, the feeling is sweet. Just two strangers on a midnight ride, with a beautiful universe living inside. Sharing just one set of headphones tonight, floating through the neon and the light. At 70 beats, our favorite song plays slow. The only direction I want us to go. Keep the music playing, don't let the song end. Almost home now. Almost home now. The music is too heavy and the room is packed. I see the gentle tiredness in the way you act. You give my hand a squeeze and point towards the door. We don't need this crowded party anymore. We grab our heavy coats from off the wooden bed and leave leave the noisy laughter echoing instead. We step out in the coolness of the midnight air, with not a single worry left for us to bear. We slip into the alley, leaving it behind. The quiet of the city is a peace of mind. Leaving early just to walk you home, down the sleepy streets where we love to roam. At 70 beats we sneak away from the noise, finding our heaven in the quietest joys. Just you and me tonight. The streetlights cast a shadow stretching on the street, a gentle little rhythm from our walking feet. You wrap your arm in mine and lean against my side, with absolutely nothing left for us to hide. I'd rather have a silent moment just with you than dancing in a room with people I barely knew. The greatest celebration isn't grand or loud, it's finding my favorite person in the crowd. Leaving early just to walk you home, down the sleepy streets where we love to roam. At 70 beats we sneak away from the noise, finding our heaven in the quietest joys. Keep walking, hold my hand, a quiet night. The city is sleeping, the streets are all bare. A velvet transmission is filling the air. I pick up the phone in the dark of the room to send you a light through the midnight gloom. The DJ is talking in a voice deep and low. I tell him your name and I ask him to play slow, a classic old ballad to reach to your heart, because I just hate when we are apart. I hope you are listening beside your bed, with all of my feelings beautifully said.
Good night, my love.
The morning alarm hasn't broken the night. I'm leaving the house in the fading starlight. You're peacefully dreaming, wrapped up in the sheet. A beautiful vision, so quiet and sweet. I step in the bathroom and pick up a pen to write you a tiny love letter again. Right on the mirror where you brush your hair, a little reminder that I'm always there. A couple of words in a red lipstick stain to chase away shadows and morning rain. You'll see it as soon as you open your eyes. Written in the mirror, messages of love. A quiet little blessing from the stars above. At 70 beats I start my busy day, leaving my heart before I slip away. Oh, a morning kiss left behind. Read it and smile. I'll be home soon. Forever yours. The plaza is empty, the tourists have flown, leaving the statues of marble and stone. We walk to the edge of the water so clear, reflecting the moonlight that's hovering near. I reach in my pocket and pull out a coin, a quiet tradition we happily join. You close your eyes tight and you whisper a prayer, a beautiful secret released in the air. The silver piece falls through the rippling blue, carrying hopes that are shiny and new. I don't need to ask what you're wishing for. Tossing a coin in the midnight fountain, a love that is stronger than any mountain. At 70 beats I make a silent plea that you will spend eternity with me. Wishing on a silver dream. Watch it sink. Oh, wish will come but the magic's still behind the wooden door. I remember when we were only 10. I'd give anything to be back there again. We're walking down the sidewalk, hand in hand, exploring our favorite ancient land. The giant oak tree is still standing tall, remembering the summer and the fall. There's the playground where I saw you first. With a sudden, beautiful bubble burst. You were wearing pigtails and a dress of blue, and I was already in love with you. The bicycle tracks are faded in the dust, and the iron gates are covered in the rust. But looking at you now, I clearly see the same little girl who meant the world to me. The ice cream truck is just a memory now, but the love is still a sacred silent vow. Walking through the old neighborhood today, where all the ghosts of our childhood stay. At 70 beats, the memories are gold, a beautiful story that will never grow old.
Take me back to the start.
We stop in front of your old family house, quiet as a shadow, still as a mouse. I remember waiting by the garden gate, hoping that you wouldn't be too late. The years have changed the faces and the names, and replaced all the simple happy games. But as long as I am walking here with you, the old neighborhood is always brand new. Walking through the old neighborhood today, where all the ghosts of our childhood stay. At 70 beats, the memories are gold, a beautiful story that will never grow old.
Home again. Don't forget the way.
Always you. grass is tall along the river's edge, a quiet secret and a whispered pledge. The water's moving in a silver line, while I am holding your hand in mine. A tiny spark begins to float and rise, reflecting magic in your tired eyes. The summer heat has finally started to break, leaving a peaceful silence in its wake. Look at the trees that decorated in light, 1,000 tiny lanterns for the night. No need for electricity or wire, just nature's quiet, flickering fire. You lean your head against my linen shirt, forgetting every sorrow, every hurt. The scent of jasmine floating on the breeze, as we are drifting through the willow trees. The moon is hiding behind a velvet cloud. The world is quiet, but our hearts are loud. Dancing with the fireflies under the stars, far from the noise of the sirens and cars. At 70 beats, our spirits take flight in the glowing garden of the summer night. Ooh, a golden dance for two. I wish I could catch a star inside a jar, show you just how beautiful you are. But these little lights are doing just as well underneath the midnight's magic spell. We'll stay right here until the dawn appears, chasing away the ghosts of all our fears. A million sparks are dancing in the air, but you're the only light for which I care. Just you and me.
The carnival is small beneath our feet, far away from the noise of the dusty street. We're suspended in a cage of
silver steel, high above the spinning colored wheel. The cabin sways as we reach the top. I wish the giant machine would simply stop and leave us here halfway to the moon. In this beautiful, quiet afternoon, neon lights are blinking on the ground. A silent world without a single sound. I look at the horizon, white and blue, but my favorite view is sitting next to you. The clouds are tinged with a rosy hue. Everything is different, everything is new. We're hanging in the balance of the air, with the wind blowing softly through your hair. The world is turning, but we're standing still. A sudden rush, a beautiful thrill. Looking from the highest point tonight, wrapped inside a world of magic light. At 70 beats the wheel turns so slow. I'll never ever want to let you go. Suspended in the sky, I reach for your hand and I pull you near, chasing away every shadow of fear. As the cabin starts its slow descent, I wonder where the quiet minutes went. But even when our feet are on the grass, I'll remember how we watched the evening pass, high above the lights in the city roar, loving you even more than I did before. watching the golden embers start to glow. You're stirring the sauce with a wooden spoon, humming a melody to the midnight moon. The world is sleeping behind the locked door, but we are finding what we're looking for. The steam is rising in a silver dance, giving us a beautiful quiet chance to talk about the things we never say. In the middle of the noisy, busy day, I'll chop the herbs while you pour the wine. I'm so incredibly glad that you are mine. The checkered floor is our ballroom tonight, in the flickering glow of the candlelight. The rhythm is cool, the feeling is deep, while all the rest of the world is asleep. To the rhythm of the midnight kitchen jazz, the sweetest kind of magic that a lover has. At 70 beats we sway on the tile, finding our heaven in a quiet smile. Ooh, a private soul cafe. Dinner can wait for another hour or two. I just wanna spend every second with you, tangled in the music and the scent of spice, living inside this domestic paradise. The bass is walking in a slow motion line. Everything about this moment is divine. I'll take your hand and we'll spin around the happiest people that can be found. Jazz, the sweetest kind of magic that a lover has. At 70 beats we sway on the tile, finding our heaven in a quiet smile. Let the record play, cooking with love, just you and me. The speakers are humming a gentle tune underneath the light of the waning moon. We're lying on the carpet, side by side, letting the melody be our only guide. Your eyes are getting heavy, I can see the way you're leaning softly into me. The singer's voice is like a velvet thread, weaving a pillow for your sleepy head. Side one is finished, now we're on to two. I'm I'm spending every second here with you. The bass is walking in a slow motion line. Everything about this moment is divine. I feel you breathing, falling into place. A peaceful look upon your lovely face. The world outside is spinning on its own, but in this room the seeds of peace are sown. The shadows are dancing to the stereo, taking it easy, taking it slow. Lost inside our stereo, dreams tonight. Safe and sound until the morning light. At 70 beats the record spins round. The sweetest kind of silence we have found. Drops. I'll just cover you with a blanket warm, to keep you sheltered from any sudden storm. We found the rhythm that we're looking for in the quiet space behind the bedroom door. A beautiful life in a simple melody, just the way it was meant for you and me. Let the needle rest. Sweet dreams, my love. Quiet now.
Flickering lights upon the whitewashed wall, shadows of summer in the empty hall. Look at us there, so young and so wild, running through fields like a happy child. The grain in the film, the dust in the light, capturing moments so pure and so bright. A silent laughter, a grainy embrace. I see the future in your vintage face. The wheel is spinning, the ribbon is long, turning our history into a song. I hold your hand in the darkened room. is more beautiful than it seems. At 70 beats, the reels turn slow, reliving the love of long ago. Our story on the wall. Frame by frame, still in love. Turn off the light. The grass is tall and tickling at our knees, a golden whisper on the summer breeze. I find a white puff sitting in the green, the softest thing the sun has ever seen. I hand it to you with a quiet grin, letting the magic of the day begin. You take a breath and close your eyes so tight, ready to send your wishes into the light. The hills are rolling like a velvet sea. There's nowhere else that I would rather be than lying here beneath the maple tree, watching you set the tiny spirits free. The sun is warm upon your golden skin. Where do the dreams end and where do we begin? Every little seed is a prayer in the air, floating away without a single care. The dragonflies are dancing in the heat. The summer taste is incredibly sweet, blowing on a dandelion in the sun, thinking of the journey we have just begun. At 70 beats, the seeds go flying high like tiny stars against the summer sky. Wishing on a summer day. I don't need to ask what you're dreaming of. I see the answer in your eyes of love, that every seed that's taken by the wind will find a place where a new life can begin. Just like the love that we have planted here, growing stronger with every passing year. The field is empty of the white and gray, The magic of the moment is here to stay. The city lights are fading in the rearview glass as we watch the rolling emerald meadows pass. The air is smelling like the freshly cut hay as we drive away from the busy day. The radio is playing a folk rock tune underneath the pale and rising afternoon. We're heading to the house with the wooden gate, leaving behind the heavy hand of fate. The narrow road is winding through ancient trees. I feel the cool and gentle kiss of the breeze. You're pointing at the horses by the silver stream, living inside a beautiful rural dream. No traffic jams, no sirens, no concrete wall, just the golden sunlight starting to fall. We've got a basket full of apples and bread, and a million happy thoughts inside our head. The shadows are long on the dusty ground. The greatest peace that we have ever found. Driving down the country lane so slow, where the wild and beautiful flowers grow. At 70 beats we find our way home, no longer ever needing to proudly roam. Lost in the green and gold, we reach the porch as the first star appears, washing away the dust of all our years. I'll build a fire while you pour the tea, just the way that it was meant to be. The crickets start to sing their evening song. This is the place where we truly belong, underneath the roof of the old farmhouse, quiet as a shadow, still as a mouse. lanes so slow, where the wild and beautiful flowers grow. At 70 beats we find our way home, no longer ever needing to proudly roam. Country air, stars in the sky, finally home.
It's been 1,000 mornings since that day when we promised we would never stray. The rings are warm, the edges are smooth, a testament to the absolute truth. I look at you and I say it again. Through every joy and every pain, I choose you now, I choose you then, 1,000 times over and over again. The candle flickers, the room is still. I always loved you, I always will. A deeper promise than words can say. Deep inside this golden vow, I love you more than ever now. At 70 beats, my heart is sure our timeless love will always endure. Forever starts today. I still do only for all my life. We're clearing out the boxes in the dusty space. I find a worn out handle and a leather case. I pop the rusty latches and I lift the lid, uncovering the secret that the years had hid. The wooden body carries scratches from the past, a beautiful instrument that was built to last. You sit upon a trunk and give a little smile and ask me if I'll play a song for a while. I tune the heavy strings and clear my rusty throat. Remember
remembering the very first love song I wrote, playing the chords on this old attic guitar, remembering how we chased every falling star. At 70 beats I strum a chord from the past, proving that our melody was built to last. Singing just for you. My fingers are a little clumsy on the fret, but this is a feeling I could not forget. I sing about your eyes and how they pulled me in, a memory of the day our story did begin. The dust is dancing softly in the yellow light, and suddenly I'm back upon that summer night. The strings may be old and the polish may fade, but I'm so incredibly proud of the music we old attic guitar, remembering how we chased every falling star. At 70 beats I strum a chord from the past, proving that our melody was built to last. An old love song